What do walnuts, brake pads, and burnt steak have in common? According to astronauts, they all smell like space. While each astronaut smells something a bit different, they all agree space stinks. Well, if you want to know what space smells like, then watch this video till the end as we discuss it. Without further ado, let's get back to the video. Obviously, space is a vacuum, so no one has really smelled it before in the traditional sense of the word. If you tried, you'd die. But we can smell it indirectly. Researchers have been able to identify numerous compounds and elements within the galaxy, many of which are found here on Earth also. We're therefore able to make some assumptions about how they would smell in space. Astronauts returning from spacewalks have also described the tang on their spacesuits or in the airlocks of the shuttle. The smells of space are important because they can tell us a lot about the chemical composition of our galaxy, revealing secrets of our solar system. A succession of astronauts have described the smell as a rather pleasant metallic sensation, like sweet-smelling welding fumes, burning metal, a distinct odor of ozone, an acrid smell, walnuts and brake pads, gunpowder, and even burnt almond cookie. But what is the cause of this combination of smells? We're not 100% sure yet, but there are a few ideas. One explanation is that the smell is due to a chemical reaction which occurs within the spacecraft during repressurization. The process is known as oxidation, similar to burning but with no smoke. In space, atomic oxygen, single atoms can cling to a spacesuit's fabric, to tools, and potentially even to airlock walls. When these single atoms of oxygen combine with O2 in the cabin during repressurization, they combine to make ozone, O3. It may be this and not an interstellar aroma that astronauts are smelling. Another slightly sexier idea is that the odor is due to dying stars. When a star dies, it releases a lot of energy. This produces pungent compounds known as polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, PAHs, which float endlessly around the universe and assist in the creation of new comets, planets, and stars. We have these PAHs on Earth too. You can find them in some foods and also in coal and oil. PAHs experience high energy vibrations, which, when combined with air, may be responsible for the unique tang of space. But there are other smells in space besides, well, space. Comets, planets, moons, and gas clouds have their own unique scent too. Burning metal, almond cookies. While no astronaut has been unwise enough to unclasp and remove their helmet in the vacuum of space, which is very bad for longevity, astronauts have reported a smell upon returning from space. Specifically, many astronauts report different smells in the airlock after participating in spacewalks. The best description I can come up with is metallic, a rather pleasant, sweet metallic sensation, wrote astronaut Don Petit according to space.com. It reminded me of my college summers where I labored for many hours with an arc welding torch repairing heavy equipment for a small logging outfit. It reminded me of pleasant, sweet-smelling welding fumes. That is the smell of space. Petit participated in several EVAs, extravehicular activities or spacewalks during his NASA career, accumulating repeated experience with the smell. Other astronauts have described it in similar yet varying ways. Burning metal, a distinct odor of ozone, an acrid smell, walnuts and brake pads, gunpowder, and even burnt almond cookie. Much like all wine connoisseurs smell something a bit different in the bottle, astronaut reports differ slightly in their smelling notes, but have one thing in common: a burnt smell. What might explain why space smells burnt? There are two possible explanations. The oxidation explanation. One theory to explain the smell of space relates to the process that occurs in the airlock as astronauts return from space to the International Space Station, or spacecraft they call home while orbiting Earth. During repressurization, the chemical reaction of oxidation occurs. Atoms of oxygen in space attach to the astronaut's suit and float in during the depressurized time when the airlock is open and combine to form atmospheric oxygen. This process is similar to combustion without the flame and smoke, and smells similar too, which might explain the smoky, charred odor astronauts report. The stellar explosion explanation. The second hypothesis about what might explain the smell of space that astronauts report upon returning through the airlock relates to stellar explosions, that is, dying stars. Though we've only been studying the night sky for a few centuries, the universe dates some 13.7 billion years old, and our solar system is estimated to be about 4.5 billion years old. This means that for literally billions of years before our solar system even formed, stars were being born and dying across the universe. When stars die, it tends to be a dramatic affair, and this bombastic process creates a compound called polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons. PAHs are present throughout the solar system, including here on Earth. They can be found in some foods, coal, and oil, among other materials. They also occur when coal, tobacco, wood, meat, and other substances are burned. Perhaps part of the reason why space has a distinctly burned and charcoal smell is because it, like a grill on a summer evening, is emitting smelly PAHs. Outside our solar system, it's not as stinky. Other parts of the universe have other compounds and elements which create different smells, though no human is likely to ever take a big whiff to confirm. For example, the dust cloud Sagittarius B2 has a high concentration of ethyl formate, which is the organic compound that gives both raspberries and rum their distinctive odors. If you love a good raspberry daiquiri, that's the corner of the universe for you. That's it for the video. If you enjoyed it, kindly like the video and subscribe to our channel.